Why would you tell people I fucked your mom, dude?
Dude, that...
Dude, you're fucking at a loss for words, dude. You had no idea. You had no idea.
I can't
me
believe
and
you
your
just
mom,
told him just like that just now.
Me and your mom have been going to Red Lobster, and I've been
That's
taking her
why
out.
you wanted that gift card for your birthday, man.
Taking
Had I known.
Lazy Boy, his mom's out to Red Lobster. Then you know where I took her? Took her to Silver
Pound
Linings Ice Cream Parlor, up and down Broadway. All the bitches love
You're all
Silver
downtown.
Linings. You know.
You're a little downtown.
I am a little downtown. That's what they call me, little downtown. Down
Little
at,
DT?
Down at the
Little
donut
DT.
shop.
I like
Down
it.
at the Sandy's Donuts, they call me Little DT.
Little DT.
Little.
DT, little they know my mom's name is Sandy.
Is it really?
No.
I was about to say, I don't know your mom's name.
Maureen.
I never asked.
I never
I didn't ask her names. I was begging
Yeah.
her. My mom keeps saying that you guys are things.
I was
and
at the
don't-
country club. I said, that's a hot broad. And I
I'm
was,
actually mad that I missed the opportunity to make a donut holes joke because your mom's name isn't Sandy. Sandy's is a local donut place.
They know that.
You think anyone in this regional area is going to listen to our podcast?
I'm pretty sure that John Cena.
This is in Japan right now, all right?
I
we
was
got
in a hip-hop
viewers
group. We were huge in
overseas.
Japan, just so you know.
I'm huge in South Africa. Did you know that?
5'2" is
mute
big
in
in
South
South Africa.
Huge in South Africa. Freaking.
I'm pretty sure South Africans are just as big as you are, if not bigger. Probably some smaller. But
South Africans, I think, are pretty
you're
large.
trying to negate my success. You're jealous. You're trying to.
Oh,
trying
no,
to
I thought you were talking
poo-poo.
about size.
Oh, I see. You're jealous, Mr. Quay, Mr. Lude,
yeah, I guess I'm jealous.
of my South African fan base.
Heritage.
Of course, they're all racist. Of course, they all say horrible things about me. But
But it's about David, so who cares?
yeah,
It's
Exactly.
about David.
He's been having sex with
sure
our
they call me a
moms.
monkey. I don't care.
Nobody's ever called you that.
Someone called me a monkey recently. Who was it? I said-
Why'd you look at Blake? Blake, did you call him
Someone
a
called me a
monkey?
monkey.
No, there was a couple times where things that came off racist to David this weekend
I
that
think you
weren't
called
racist.
me a monkey.
I don't think I did.
I think someone called me a monkey. Someone called me a
did.
monkey. It was very funny.
Dude, my buddy, when we showed up on Friday,
Josh did. That's who.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
who called me a monkey.
Friday night when we showed up to the show in a clitheral, my buddy Joe, Dave's wearing brown pants and a brown shirt and a tan hat, and my buddy who doesn't know him very well goes up to him. He's like, "Oh, hey, Dave, you're just a brown blob." It was like, Dave's like, "Are you calling me chubby or being racist or what's going on here?"
Are you calling me? Are you fat shaming and being like, wow?
It was funny though that after that, Dave just started to like.
Well, because he felt bad.
He
Because
felt
that's what
really
he
bad.
meant. But I was like, I tell him, no, dude, you're fucking racist, dude. You're bad in my book.
Yeah,
Well,
it was like later on, Joe comes up to me and goes, "I think David's really mad at me." I'm like, you better go apologize to him. Like, he's pretty cool, but you know what you said to him's pretty bad. And he goes up. I'm like, I think he's cool though. He'll take it easy. Joe goes up to Dave, and Dave's like, "No, man, no, you ruined it."
Yeah, it's too late. When I first moved here to Fargo, well, I moved to Moorhead. But long story short, I was hanging out at what's that bar at the edge of downtown? Is that the one with the outdoor smoking past Cowboy Jack's? There's like
The Bismarck or the Empire.
I don't remember
There's
if
a
it's the
bar,
Bismarck or
though,
the Empire.
that has a patio. Is that what you
No,
said?
there's an
They do have a
outdoor-
patio actually. I think, dude, I can't figure out which one's the Bismarck and the Empire ever.
Right.
One of them does have a patio to the north of it.
There's the Empire that has that's right there by the tracks. Is that what you're talking about?
I
You're talking
think it
about
is.
past that.
'Cause
Because
we're
past that would just be the biz.
Yeah, I
no,
know, but I
no,
think
no.
the Empire has a patio facing Cowboy Jack's, and the train's on that side, right?
False. The one I'm thinking of. Wait, I don't know. Whatever. It's a downtown.
They're the same bar.
They're the same bar. I've never been there and been like.
Downtown bar.
It's at the very end for a reason. Like I always,
Yeah.
At
I
the
mix those
very
two together.
end
They're
for a
blended
reason.
Together. I don't know, but I'm at the let's call it the Bizpire.
The downtown
The M-
bar.
Biz
Empire,
Mark.
the M-Biz. No, that was dumb.
No, it's-
Erase that.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
The Bizpire.
That's what I just. Oh, yeah, Bizpire. Okay, so I'm at the Bizpire. I just moved here. I knew like 3 people. One of them was my friend's younger brother. We're outside, just hanging out. One of his friends comes over and he's like, blah, 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 blah. I just got into a fight. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah.
Well, that does sound like the Bizpire.
Yeah, that's
It's the Bizpire.
If someone got stabbed, it's for sure that.
Yeah,
it was
it's,
for,
it's
no,
sure
nobody
the
got.
Bizpire.
There was no stabbing
There's no knife involved.
that I'm aware of because the dude he just came back and was like, I just got
Just
to a fight,
fisticuffs?
and he didn't even look like he had been in a fight. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He was probably got like pushed. Dude was pretty drunk, but he was like,
Yep.
hey, and this goes back to the racism thing. Just so you know where I'm going, he's like, I got into a fight with and me and my friend both looked at each other like, this dude's about to say the N-word. He's gonna say it. And he's like, he was like, a black guy. And then we both just looked at each other like, well, you could say that. I
Yeah.
mean, dang, what do you,
Dude,
you know?
even like when I worked at Upon
he didn't
America,
call anybody a monkey.
when I
I
went
would
to
have started swinging, but
when I worked upon America, there was we had this guy named Amade. He was this big Nigerian dude, and he was the hell of a salesman. Like, would say stole some sales if you would, you know, but whatever. I respect the hustle. But there was this little old lady that was working with him earlier, and she comes up to me and she's like, hey, is that other salesman around? I'm like, who are you talking about? And she's like, well, the one that's she's like trying to like do like the arm thing. I was like, you know, lady, you can just say black guy. You know,
Was
She
she
goes,
trying to
know
s-
about this tall.
it's worse when you're jumping around it. You're like, now just say black guy.
Yeah.
just say it. It's
she was gesturing like she was about to say like comment on his size.
NBA player.
Yeah.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Jumping around it.
Kareem Al-Jabbar. Nice. Loved it. Kareem Al-Jabbar was my favorite basketball player.
Dude.
If we're just leaving syllables out.
Did you hear it? I ever tell you when I was a ball boy for the Timberwolves?
Wait, and you're Dennis Rodman. Are you the one that told me the Dennis Rodman
not
story?
Dennis Rodman. I was ball boy for the Timberwolves, and they played in Bismarck, an exhibition game, and it was like Ron Artest year. Okay, yeah. So it was the year that Ron Artest.
Questlove or whatever his name is now.
Meta World
Meta World
Peace.
Peace.
Questlove.
Questlove. He's the drummer for the
know.
Roots.
Yeah, you guys ever heard of the Roots? Meta World Peace drums for him. He's got a huge afro.
Yeah.
And he was in the Malice at the Palace.
Yes.
But it was Malice at the Palace year, but this was exhibition. So I saw Ron Artest. Who else
I was like, what?
was on that
01,
team?
02?
04, because I was
Really?
04,
Shit.
05, because I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah, that would have been right.
And then it was, well, dude, that was the year the Timberwolves ruled. Like KG, Wally Zerbiak, Sam Cassell, Latrell Sprewell. And then they were playing the Pacers, who had like
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller.
That's the story.
That's what it was. Yeah. So Reggie Miller, Jermaine O'Neal was on that team.
Fuck.
He was just sitting on the bench, blinged out, just like. And then, Ron Artest and them were playing. Perfect time for Dave to steal my wallet. Anyway, so I'm sitting on the Pacers side. I show up late. I don't know what a ball boy does besides pass the ball back and forth like while they're shooting. I think that's all I got to do. So they hand me this towel that I'm like, oh, this is just like for show. I'm gonna kick Dave's ass later and take all this back.
It's
So
fun. That's why, like, you don't know this. I don't mean to interrupt, but like, if I have a watch, I have a smartwatch because I'm smart. He'll just grab my smartwatch and twist the
Oh,
thing,
he's
make the
done
light
this
come
to me
on.
too.
Like, I used to have a Pokemon watch. He used to just hit the buttons to
Take
make the
I
light
don't
turn
know.
on. You can't keep your stuff around
the
Dave, dude.
cards are fine, but I have
You got to keep it over here. If
a
you don't want
quantity
people to
about
mess
how
with
much
it.
money I have in there.
There's no way anybody over here would just mess with the wall. No, I'm just kidding.
People are only gonna watch this on video and think that's great material.
Wait a minute. Okay, pause.
No, keep it going.
Change just fell out of your wallet. Change.
I just got change.
Oh, okay. So you put it in your
I
wallet?
don't know. It was all in my hand, and so I flipped it in. Don't you ever do that?
This is way better than the Ron Tour story.
God damn.
Ron, wait, what did you say?
Ron Tours?
Oh my God. Oh, here, take these two as well.
Dude, that Kingpin's king.
The fun
Dude,
pass.
what do you?
Dude, that fun
Okay,
pass
we
has
gotta
so much
get you-
fucking.
That fun pass has so many credits
Dude,
on it.
it
bro.
honestly does have like 10,000. We were gonna get a Lego set one day, and we spent a lot of money.
We're gonna get a lake home with it.
We're
Oh
in,
my God.
we're in
Around
deep
these
with
parts.
sweet shots, bro.
We go to, yeah, dude. They're in it with some couple real estate agencies down here. Kingpins out there. They're giving away a free house if you get enough credits at Kingpins.
Nice.
There's no way. I heard a story about a dude who won the Simpsons house. Why is that ringing?
I did, and then you
That was
saw
the guy that
Simpsons
tried to
house.
kill the Simpsons house.
Nice.
The guy who tried to kill Matt Groening.
That's it. Actually, I'm stuck in your wallet, dude. I just look at.
Well,
I'm
there's
looking
not
at
changing it anymore. It's all over the fucking.
I bet you I could shake yesterday's change out of there.
I bet I could hold Dave up by
Holy
his ankles
shit.
and get yesterday's change out of it. I think. Oh, dude, this is actually a good story about methed out people from my hometown. There was this guy. God, what was his name? His wife we called Miss Lady.
Hey, Miss Lady.
And she was actually like, she was a lady at our school, and she was just.
You
Dude,
can't use the definition. You can't use the word in the definition.
I know. I mean,
Okay,
that explains her, but she was a bigger lady, a para, I guess. She wasn't an actual teacher, whatever. And then she had missing teeth. She was very cool, though. She let us do whatever. We had snowball fights during, like, study hall. We would just run down, like, our study hall was on the 3rd floor, but it was right by the fire escape. And we'd run down and grab snowballs and bring them back up, and she just wouldn't care. She ruled. But her husband was addicted to meth. And
And she wasn't? She had missing teeth?
She wasn't. She was cool. I'll vouch for her. Not addicted to meth. She was nice. Her husband was scary as shit and causing like a huge ruckus around town. His last name was. I don't know if I should say that. I'll beep it out. Dude, but he would like
he
go
lived
down
nice.
to the bar. I'm from a town of 800.
Okay.
Something
so you
like
know
that.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy would be like, we had school lockdowns because he was just out around the school. And he lived right across from it. So you would lock the school doors. And that's the only time you would ever lock him there. But then there was all of a sudden he was going down to the bars and causing a ruckus. I supposedly selling meth in the bathrooms to random people too. But one day my dad just comes home and he goes, yep, freaking that guy, Tom, he had freaking Gene from down the block outside the bar holding him by his legs, shaking the change out of his pockets. These are 50-year-old men. And this guy was doing this outside the bar. I was like, that's pretty. When's the last time you heard of anyone actually holding someone upside down and shaking change out of their pockets? Meth is pretty sweet, guys.
That's what I got from
I mean,
that
that's what I've
story.
been saying all of these years.
This guy also was a huge gorilla, man. He was scary.
He was an actual gorilla.
He was, yeah.
She was married to a gorilla that did meth. Dude, he's fucking insane. Lock down the school. There's a methed out gorilla out there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, by the way, he was a gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge
His wife-
silverback.
Jesus Christ. That's how the Planet of the Apes starts. Like, God damn it, man. That guy just... I'm so mad that that guy didn't move to like a bigger area. Like, what's the end result of that guy? Like, I want to know,
Dude,
if a guy
everyone-
like that moves to a bigger area and
He was
tries some
shot
shit
dead
like
in the
that.
Cincinnati
Right, that's what I'm
Zoo.
He
saying.
might be dead. He was, dude, he was
He was
scary.
Harambe.
He was also, they told the cops,
was-
they were like, dude, this guy's down at the bar again causing a ruckus. And the cop, I mean, there's 3 of them through the county, which the counties are spread out, but there's
They got tasers, dude.
1,500. Dude, tasers wouldn't do anything to this man. He was
3
no shit,
tasers
like
would-
6'8". No, he would have just kept climbing the buildings and throwing stuff off of him. He was just King Kong up there,
King
man.
Kong, bro.
He's climbing the courthouse, throwing bricks down. No, he honestly, I don't know what happened to him, but it was you'd call the cops and they were like, "No, we're not coming down there. We're scared of Tom." We're like, you have guns, even use them.
That's what I'm saying. Tasers, guns.
Yeah, this guy's white. You
Shoot
can
that
shoot
ape
him.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you shoot him in the leg because he's coming at you, you're in all your rights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think.
No, that guy-
I don't know how that works. I'm not a...
He was crazy.
Well, wait,
was
we'll have
fun,
to
though.
figure out where gorillas are on the endangered species list, and then we can
Everywhere. If you're
we
on the
can-
endangered species list, it's everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's
I mean,
Kansas City
there's
or
there's
Missouri or
levels.
Kansas
There's
City.
levels.
There's levels of endangerment.
Yeah, there's levels of endangerment.
You shoot one panda.
Like, I
that's
feel
worse than
endangered right
shooting
now.
Wait a minute. Have you guys killed a panda?
Red panda.
Oh, okay. You're all right.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, that's a. Was
You
it?
can-
You sure, did you kill a little girl?
What?
No, I'm
There's
talking
a
about
Disney
the.
movie. I think it's called Red. Is it Red Panda? I don't remember.
You
The
know,
drop
there
like that. That was the
there is
period
a movie
one.
where she does turn into a red panda. That is right.
Yeah.
I'm talking more at the Red River Zoo. I killed him.
Like while he was at the zoo, or like.
Yeah. I challenged him to a fight and he lost.
At least it was a red one. You
yeah.
can kill based off color.
Yes, but I'm not going to elaborate on that one. Because even I have my limitations and what I feel like I can get away with.
Gosh.
You can kill red things. Okay, sorry.
Oh, also borderline.
Dang. You remember that? You know, J.P. Martin. You remember J.P. Martin? Shout
Yep.
out J.P. Martin.
How could I forget
Right.
Mr. Martin?
He had that joke about the daughter feather thing, and that used to like people just they say that freely around here. Like,
Oh, daughter
I'll
feather.
say,
Or
yeah,
feather.
like, it
You
just-
said-
it
we
just
got
makes
the-
me
we
I
got
thought
asked
you
that.
said daughter feather.
no daughter.
Like daughter, not son.
No. Dot or feather.
Yeah, I got asked that in outing.
Yeah.
She's like, wait, what kind of ending are you? She's like, daughter feather. And I was like,
would've
which
been
one
like,
do you like better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one gets me in your panties,
Which
lady?
one?
Dude,
Is
that
that-
lady was
She was a smoke
primo
show.
back in the day.
Oh, dude, she's
I
still
bet.
a smoke show. Dude.
She wasn't bad. How
She
old
was
do you think she was?
65.
Her cigarette use had to have aged her, but
She is in her 50s.
that's what I'd say too.
50s.
But still a smoke show.
I mean,
She
like
got
for
ran
for
through
her
the-
50s. I mean, yeah, you could tell that she was
She smoked. The first thing she told us was about how she stayed up all night, partying, doing coke with. What was that?
Red
I don't know. It
Fox.
was like the
Brett
first.
Michaels.
It was something like that. It was like so. I was with White Snake one night. She seemed like a White Snake lady though, like partying hard
that's
during the
yeah.
'80s, and then she looks exactly
White
how you
Snake
think
shoddy?
so now. Like yeah, blonde hair, like sitting up there, prim proper, pretty cool. Partied in the '80s.
Nice. I as you guys probably know, I like the older women. So she was quite my Q zone,
She was straight in David's Q zone.
right in my Q zone.
Right in the queue. I
Ran the Q.
She had some miles on her, but she was
That's
She
how I
had
like 'em.
smiles on her.
No,
miles.
she had some smiles and some miles on her.
yeah.
Smiles and miles.
Smiles
For
and miles, but
hours.
you know, she got fixed up a few times, so
Yeah,
she was cool. Personality.
she's been scraped a few times, probably.
Did you say scraped?
Scraped, yeah.
There's all this like, is that a euphemism for sex?
Abortion.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Cut. Yeah, that's where we draw the line. Back to racism.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta
We
get
are a
back to-
pro-life podcast. Thank you very much.
I can't believe that you didn't take the opportunity to smash with this lady, or did you?
I mean, if she would have stayed downstairs, I would have at least
If
put
we
a little
would've
bit more
stayed
moves
out
on
there,
her. She
why
was,
didn't we-
she was upstairs doing other shit.
She was until she handed the envelope of cash to Nate. And
Yeah.
then,
And then she left.
yeah.
She
She
should have
just came
handed
to
you
the night.
her envelope.
She never even existed, dude.
Dude, she came down. Me and Dave showed up there first.
Dave and I.
Dave and I told him that we were the guys for the job.
Guys.
Then the guy goes, "I'll get my manager." She walked down, just all sexy, like a new girl coming down for prom. And Dave's eyes were just like,
Locked.
Right on those tits. Oh, yeah.
Dang, dude.
Oh, yeah, those old punk rock fucking.
dude, those were ones where they didn't even have a scar under the top. They just cut the whole boob from top to bottom and shoved it in there.
Nah, I don't think
Vertical
they did it like
scars.
that.
The scar goes vertical through the nipple on those ones.
They split it in half.
They cut an X across, and then they just peel it back, pop it
Stitch
in.
it back in.
I don't think so. I don't think it's like that. I thought they did it in the armpit. Is
Now
that right?
they do.
I've heard that they cut the whole areola, remove that, put it in, and then
I've seen
sewed
that too,
back
but
on.
I was in a dirty fucking strip club in Missoula,
Oh, have you been
Montana.
to a clean one?
Well, there's cleaner than the Sapphire in Las Vegas. I'd say is cleaner than the one I was at in Missoula, Montana.
I would suspect the
Gotta love
Missoula,
Missoula.
Montana one would be like
Dude, my buddies bought me a lap dance from this lady who was probably about the
A
same
moose?
age as the lady that we were at this past weekend. And dude, her scars were literally like this thick just the whole way down. Like you've seen those ones before. They
not in person. I
Oh,
don't
really?
think I've ever.
I've only heard legend.
Yeah, I've never
well,
actually.
guys, let me
been
tell
with
you,
them.
that legend I just told you. You'll see one day. Google like boob scar on the bottom.
I Google boob scar every day of my life, please.
If you
On your
just hit
fifth
the
jerk
letter
of the
B
day.
on David's computer,
It's
Boob scar
boob scar,
pops up.
boob scar, boob scars, boob scar with a Z.
boobs SK,
Boobs,
like oh
cars,
god.
boobs, cars,
Scars
boob
on
scar.
boobs.
Davis, he's looking for a new car. He's looking for boobs. He's just transforming them. Turns into
Boobs,
a boob
cars.
scar. God, guys, this is top tier content.
It is top tier
100%. Oh Jesus Christ!
Zetas,
Is that new
Yeah,
Zach?
it's happening tonight. I don't know.
Is that fucking new Zach?
No,
I don't
that's
know who this
okay.
is.
You guys. No,
is new Zach.
everybody. That's his name is Lake. He used to work with me, and now he comes to the open mic, which
Oh,
we really appreciate.
Super early.
super
Zetas,
early.
Lapidus.
And then And then he calls me on my phone. I don't answer. So he's like, you know what I should do? I should just go into the place that says, don't enter, closed. Please don't come in here till 8:30.
You're a piece of shit, Lake.
Lake over there is like, yo, let me fucking break all the rules. And boom.
Lakey McGagski.
Thanks, Lake. Nobody can hear you on the pod. Like, we're recording over here in the microphones.
This is all going to get cut.
No, I don't think so.
actually,
We're not
what
going
we
to
should
cut
do-
Lake.
We don't cut anything.
No. What
Lake
what
needs
were
to
you
know
gonna
what he did.
Do you want to come and sit behind us but face that way?
What were you going to say, Lake?
Oh, I will.
Oh
Lake
my God.
said,
no,
"Leave
we won't
it
run
in."
a train on you. Why would
Lake
we ever do
came
that?
in the room and said, "Leave it in."
Lake came.
The ball is on this guy.
Leave it in. The balls.
You don't see color, Lake? Is that what you're saying? You don't see color? Well,
I do. I
there's
see
three
color.
colors right here. It's kind of black, brown, and or not. You're white.
That's not David
David,
can't see
what are
color
you-
either. He like doesn't know.
Dude,
Wow.
I've been drinking.
I've been drinking.
You've had
Presses-
one
presses
third,
all goddamn long.
1/3 of a press.
No, we were actually at the old sports bar.
God damn it.
Had a driller, and we had a
Get
had a
your
beer
hands.
and a beer and a driller. Dave had a
Wait, what's a driller?
it's a Huckleberry lemon drop.
What the fuck is a huckleberry?
Oh,
a
Blaze,
type
this,
of
this is,
berry.
this is made the year you were born.
Uh-oh. What is it going to say? 2011?
1999.
Nice. That's Prince's year. Let's be fair. Every year
Oh,
is
you're
Prince's
not. You
year.
weren't born in 1999.
No. What, are you old? You
Have
think
you been
you're older
lying?
than
Have
me?
you been lying to me this
You
entire
old man.
time? Dude, I thought
Bye, Lake.
You thought I was 20?
Bring us back
You
some
thought I was
beers,
24
Lake.
years old?
I thought you were 18 years old, Blaze.
I do. Variably.
He's not going to try. He's not going to try. Lake's not going to bring us any beers.
Dude, Lake's not gonna do
He
shit.
just yelled at me and he said, "There's no sign. There's no sign that says not come in
Actually,
here."
there is a sign upstairs that says it's
Closed for a private event
till
So-
11 p.m.
Right.
It's
But Lake doesn't read, does he? Lake just
Well,
goes
okay.
through life. Fucking.
Oh shit! It's almost 8. Full disclosure: I was at a business today. I went there. I needed assistance. I was there at 1:37, and there was a sign that said hours 7 a.m. 9 p.m. And I was like, "Yo, this place is clearly closed up. It's not open." I can see the people back there working through a glass window. They're closed for a half an hour for lunch. And they
Oh,
were
yeah.
still working through their lunch. They just weren't helping customers. And I was like, fuck you guys.
I hope that was a restaurant.
No, it wasn't a restaurant.
Only closed during lunch.
Yeah, sorry. What if it was a restaurant called Odd Hours? Actually, what was that place in Moorhead called? Punk Chef Pizza? They were
Something like
open
that.
like
What, dipshit pizza? Is that what you said?
yeah, basically they'd be like, "Oh, hey,
Dipshit
we're gonna be
pizza.
open on Tuesday." Actually, they weren't open like Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Or
They
some
weren't
shit
open
like
enough
that.
to keep them in business.
Hey,
'cause
we're gonna
they're
have we're gonna have
closed
we're gonna
down.
have 5 pizzas.
They're all
We're
gonna
have
be
5 pizzas to choose from.
$35.
They're all gonna be $35,
And we're
and you
gonna
can
aim-
only get them 2 days a week.
Yeah, and they're like, and we're gonna have crazy pizzas that we aim towards the college students who can't afford these.
Yeah, for
And
real.
then, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, we're open, and then they weren't open. That used to piss me off. Like you'd go there and it'd be like, "Yo, this place isn't open," and it always looked like they were unpacking everything. No disrespect to Punk Chef Pizza, except for I never
Well, you
got to try. 'cause
disrespect it
was
all you want,
fucking
they're closed.
every
Extra-
time. I mean, I went there like 4 times to be like, "Yo, I like pizza. I live right here. I'd like to eat some of it." Closed.
Extra chromosome pizza. That's what it should be called.
I don't think so because like
Down with the syndrome.
Down with the syndrome.
Get up, come on, get down with the syndrome.
I don't.
Wake up! Why don't you get another chromosome?
What? I'm sorry. What?
I think you should I think you should have a little bit more respect for Down syndrome people because a Down syndrome person runs this country. All right.
He's like, did you see that little tip? Like,
The best
I
was
just
like-
said something
Yeah,
profound.
that's the new mic drop. Is drinking your press.
Drinking the press. What if you went to mic dropping instead? Dropped your glass.
Drop your glass.
Oh shit!
What up? Then
That's
you
not
still
what I was-
walk away because you're like, still badass.
It'd be funny to like you have a drink in your hand, and you have the mic, and you're like, mic drop, but you drop your drink, and then you walk off stage, but you keep holding the mic, so you just rip out all the PA equipment.
Right before you
It's
get
like
off
walking out the door, the PA equipment just following
you're
you.
talking to the people beside, like, I killed it back there, didn't I? You see that mic drop?
Just shit dragging across, knocking over tables.
Wait, so am I to understand that you're pretending that you dropped the mic, but you didn't actually drop the mic?
You dropped your drink, but you take the mic with you.
Oh, I missed the drop your drink part.
Yeah.
God damn
I
it.
was
So,
like,
okay,
it's
that
literally
makes
the
so much
joke
more
we
sense.
made and then expanded upon, Mark.
Yeah, you dropped the
I know.
drink.
That's so I
For
said
a second,
that.
I was like, is Dave just going to use Mark Way's joke right after him? Like, oh, wait, this is an addition.
Dude, that is my biggest pet peeve is
Stolen
when somebody
valor.
says some shit and you're like you say something kind of funny and then somebody else says it right after you and they're like, like, yeah, I just made that point. Like, I just said that.
I wanna
Dude,
do
when
that
I
to
was
you
in
guys,
elementary
but-
school, like I had this problem where I would think of something cool or funny, and then the hockey players would steal it, and then all the hockey players would do it, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so cool!" But like, you motherfucker, you motherfucker.
What was one of the main things that the hockey player stole from you?
so
Besides
like,
virginity.
so like,
and your,
like
besides
art,
your
like,
changing
like
your
so like there's
virginity.
one thing where I was like I was taking notepads or like sticky notes and like making them into like origami like puppet type things.
Yep.
And I was
You're so
making
artistic and
them,
creative.
and I was like drawing faces on whatever, and I was like, oh, this is my little thing. And then all of a sudden they started doing it, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. It's like, you pieces of shit.
Yeah.
You pieces of fucking shit.
Couple kick me signs.
Yeah, dude, it's hard to have your valor stolen. Especially like jokes too. Like I'd make jokes and I'd tell one of the kids that I thought was my friend, and he would tell him. I'd be like, "Oh, it's such a funny joke." I'm like, "You piece of shit! I'm gonna kill you.
yeah.
I'm gonna kill you when we're 48, and you don't even know what's coming."
When
You're
we're
gonna-
48.
You're going to hold on to it for that long? That's a
You're
long
gonna be
time.
sitting with
You
your
remember that
family,
joke?
eating dinner, and then all of a sudden a big fucking arrow is gonna come through that window and get you in the fucking temple, dude.
I expect
swear-
David actually to have him in a basement like this, hands tied back behind a pole like this. Being
Remember
like,
when you stole that
"Remember
joke from me in fifth
Season
grade?
Season 1 Breaking Bad. The
Yeah,
dude's got
yeah.
a plate and he's like trying to...
And, yeah, actually, during that, David actually steals the whole scene from Breaking Bad, and Bryan Cranston then gets him later.
But then David still's the one that runs out in his underwear. Why do you have whitey Also, shout out to Bryan Cranston for that fucking unit.
Whitey tighties, dude. My dad wears whitey tighties. Just walks around the house all the time, no shame. Like coming out of the shower, just puts on his whitey tighties, walks across. Doesn't care which friends are over or anything. Just
I've often wondered what so my son tells me, I don't remember this at all, but apparently one time he had a sleepover and I fucking walked out. I guess I was like ready to go, you know what I mean? Ready to meet the Lord. And I just walked out and was like, do. They were all doing their thing. And I just walked in between them naked to get to the bathroom. And I was like, my kid was like, what? And I was like, I never did that. And he's like, yeah, you did. And I was like, no, I would never walk through the, you know what I mean? And he was like, but you did it. And I was like, no, I didn't. But
just rock hard.
oh shit, this is actually, oh my God.
All right, hey kids.
Excuse me.
What's,
Oh, this couch close to this TV. You just
Duck,
slap it.
duck your head.
oh my God, you knocked over my glass of orange soda. All right. Couple of weeks ago, this is kind of a true story. Sometimes like you think you stop yourself before the lawsuit, you know? Like this is what happened to me. I was hanging out by myself, riding my bike around town. My family had gone. My kid sends me a video, Snapchat, and he's like, mom, grandpa, and himself, and they're like in front of the fireplace at the lake, and he's like having a sleepover with mom and grandpa at the lake. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Fast forward to me riding my bike around town. I run into two of his friends from his baseball team. I see him. There's like, hey, Mark, wait, what's up? And I was like, what's up, guys? How you doing? See him, give him high fives. No big deal. And then I thought, you know what I'm going to do is send him a snap and be like, haha, I'm going to have a sleepover with. And then like I was like, wait a minute. I'm not going to do that at all. Like, that'd be
Their
the
dad's
worst
like, what
thing.
is that?
Like, oh man, sometimes we hang out together. You know, I can't have his dad being like, hey, Did you put on your story?
You're like, also they call you Mark Way and not Mr. Belcher.
Oh yeah.
He's cool like that. He's not Mr.
gonna
Belcher.
say- I
don't- have
I
you
don't
ever
even call
called
him
your
Mr.
parents?
Belcher?
Like I called. Well, I mean, I'd say like at a
Lennon's
certain
mom
part,
or
at a
Lennon's
certain
dad.
point, you can call me Mark. Like nobody's ever called
Yeah.
me Mr. Belcher. Like honestly, they call me. Some of the kids call me Mark Qantas.
Really? So like when you meet a new one of your
Right. I know
when
what
you
you're
meet a
saying.
new
friend of
friend
my
of your
child's,
kids,
yes.
you just go, hey, this is Mark Way, or does he go like, this is my dad, and they're like, hey,
He says this is my dad. His name is Mark Way or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So then they just call me.
because the good old like he
His
thought,
name is Mr. Quay.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, like
You.
you thought you were a cool kid sometimes, being like walking in, being a dipshit 10-year-old, like go over to my buddy Killian's and be like, hey, what's up, Killian's mom? And that's just her name, like, so I wasn't sure. Otherwise, it's
Oh
like,
yeah, sometimes I still do that. Like sometimes I don't know the mom's name or the. Well, I never say the dad.
well, yeah, you're doing adult to adult. I'm saying like kid to adult. I don't know how like kids respond to adults now, because it was always like, yeah, I guess I called all my friends' parents by their first name too, but I would never call my own parents by their name.
Oh no.
That's a whole.
One time I did tell them to do it if we were in public places, because like it's weird because like somebody will say dad, and they're so far away, and you're like, is that? And then people will tell
Yeah.
you like, oh, you recognize your own kid's voice. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You hear little kids saying dad, you're like, was that my kid?
He's like, a lot of little kids call me daddy.
I mean, they do.
Oh,
Some
sometimes.
shocker there.
Yeah.
Shaka Zoop. You guys. Oh shit! It's only been 32 minutes.
Yeah. We started a little later.
Yeah, that's true. It is 8 o'clock though.
The funny thing is, we were here on time, and then we still just dinked around for 20 minutes.
It's about right, though.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
It's about right.
I mean,
That's
we
what
gotta
happens.
we can't have like primo all like too much content is a thing. You know, like sometimes you're like, man, I wish this thing would wrap up and.
Yeah.
All
My life, I pray for someone like you, and I know that you.
I don't know that. I know the song, but I don't know the song. David, who sings that song?
Rascal Flats.
Fuck. I don't know. O-Town? H-Town?
No, it's O-Town.
O Block.
David, what's the answer to this question?
David doesn't know anything about O-Town. He don't know nothing about that O-Town. Were you? You
It
probably
was Nick
don't know.
Lachey.
Nick Lachey is 98 degrees.
Yeah, come on, dude. And then what's that kid who just died recently? Like Aaron Carter's little brother.
Nick Carter.
Yeah. Did you ever see that video?
No, Nick Carter's the one that
Yeah,
didn't
Aaron
die.
Carter's the one that did die. Did you ever see that video? And I mean, it's
The wrong kid died.
The wrong kid died.
Oh my god. Dude, the kid that they walked up to him at an ATM or whatever, and he's like,
Oh,
"Oh, hey,
yeah.
whatever," and then he
Yeah, I remember
looks at the
that.
receipt. And he's like, "Bro, you're Aaron Carter, and you only have $384."
Dude, I
all an
still
investment.
since that day I still play the ATM game. I still steal people's ATMs receipts.
Dave
and I
does it
look
all
at
the time. I
worst.
love it.
I love playing the
watching
ATM
that.
game, just being like, I wonder what people have in their bank account, and it just reminds me I'm not that poor.
Some people,
yeah.
though, you're like, oh
At least
my
the people
God.
that hang out in bars.
Well, that's
Dude,
what I'm
every
saying.
once
Like
in a while,
you're,
though, you'll find one with like 25 grand in their account. You're like, what are you doing?
Who is it? I'm gonna kill him.
which guy? I went to the fuck the Bizpire, one of those. Nope, I take that back. It was the fucking Nestor. Rest in peace, Nestor. I went to the Nestor. I was gonna get $20 out, and when I walked up to the machine, there was a dude leaving, and I got my 20. And when I looked down, grabbed my money, there was 5 20s. And I was like, I know for a fact, because I just got here. I'm trying to get money out of
Yep.
the ATM. I only got 20. That dude that's gone now, he left $80 here. What? How do you just leave $80? Did I try to track him down? Fuck no.
Of course you didn't.
Why would I?
You tracked him down, beat him up for more money.
I did one time find $300 on the beach, and then I saw a guy walking away from where I found the money, like not that far away. And I was like, "Hey, man!" They were on some flip flops.
You saw a guy with a metal detector. You're like, he must have found this and dug it up and forgot about it.
the cash. Found a bunch of cash. No, it was $300 bills in a flip flop, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Hey, man, you forgot your flip flops." And then he said to me, "Those aren't mine. Fuck you." And I said, "Okay."
All right, thanks, man. Cool.
Like, no problem.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
No problem, man. I'll see you later. Actually, I hope I don't, but
Yeah.
whatever. I was crazy.
It comes up. Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
Well, I mean, I guess, you know.
Well,
Should we call this puppy since people are starting to walk in?
yeah, we'll start the next podcast with the second half of my story about Ron Artois.
Ron Artois? Yeah, I love Ron
Artois.
Artois.
Ron Artois. Well, this has been our podcast, second
it?
week,
I'm Ron Artois.
and I'm Tois Arwan.
And I'm Kareem Al-Jabar. Kareem Al-Jabar.
We'll see you next week. Thank you, Fargo.